Well done, everybody. Oh, thanks, buddy. See, you know, just gifted me an iPod. That's so nice. See, that's what happens. It will surprise you. The band every now and then will surprise you. Sometimes you're thinking, is it all drugs and whores? And occasionally, no, it's not. It's about giving everybody a present. Thank you. Everybody, round of applause for Stephen. Now, Robbie, are you asking to borrow my brand new iPad? Is it under warranty still? Weird. All right, well, you know, kid gloves there, Tex. Don't get a spur cut on this.
What'd you just say?
I said kid gloves, Tex. Don't get a spur caught in it.
I think you're saying something else. Okay. I'm gonna tell you what I thought.
Every time I say anything to Rob, he's like, are you referring to my genitals? Good morning? No. But speaking of genitals, our next guest is coming on stage.
This is news, guys.
Yeah. What?
We found the guy on the side of the milk box.
Alive and relatively well. Everywhere that I've gone this morning backstage, everyone has been yelling, "I found him!" And I didn't know why. But now I know why. It's definitely a milk carton photo.
Well, just so you know, this is good for you to know because it's a nod to you. We renamed the convention, as we often do. The convention this weekend is called Have You Seen Jason? Change Your Own Damn Diapers.
Nowhere near that.
The first part made a lot of sense. I don't know about the rest of it. We'll find out.
We'll figure it out over time.
Hey, you guys want to sing a song with me?
Only if Rich takes the second verse.
I was going to scream no. Sure, I'll do it. Why not? Let's do it. Let's do it. Why not? We're in Dallas. We should do a number, right? I mean, it's Dallas, Mike.
Get her down south to the land of the pine, thumbing my way to North Carolina. Stand on the road, here God, I see it light. Well, I made it down the coast in 17 hours. Picked me a bouquet of dogwood flowers. Hoping for a light, I can see my head tonight. Rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock me, mama, any way you feel. Hey, mama, rock me. Rock me, mama, like the wind and rain. Rock me, mama, like a southbound train. Hey, mama, rock me. Run from the cold of the New England. I was born to be a river and old town string band. Baby, play the guitar, I pick the banjo now. Oh, the long county where the city gets me now. Bought some money playing poker, so I had all the leave. But ain't turning back, living that old life no more. Rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock me, mama, any way you feel. Hey, mama, rock me. Rock me, mama, like the wind and rain. Rock me, mama, like a southbound train. Hey, mama,
go.
Walking to the south, that road, old car trucker out of Philly had a nice long tow. He's heading west from the Cumberland Gap to Johnson City, Tennessee. Well, I got it for the sun. I need my baby, call my name and let her know that she's the only one. If I die right, yes, I will die free. Yeah. Rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock me, mama, any way you feel. Rock me, mama, like the wind and the rain. Rock me, mama, like a southbound train. Hey, mama, rock me. Rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock me, mama, any way you feel. Hey, mama, rock me. Rock me, mama, like the wind and the rain. Rock me, mama, like a southbound train. Hey, mama, rock me. Hey, mama, rock me.
I'm putting Rob Benedict, of course. Jason Mann.
Y'all want to sing another one? So the three of us have a little side project called Station Breaks. And, we wrote some other tunes, and
We're writing new ones.
we are. This is one of the old ones. Feel free to count along if you want to.
Civil County starts at 6. Billboard sticker in the valley. Sailback guy with Miguel Murray. Maybe I'm going to fire. If you catch me, put me away. He used to say he's got potential. Now I'm on my way to nowhere. 6 more miles and I'm out of state.
5,
Always good to make my case.
4,
In case the reasons it went wrong. I got a
3,
happy puffin headache, but just 2 more people didn't make it. One goes out my head and now it's gone. The ashtray knows I'm alone. Said we seen his better days. Living time by the phone. Live and learn and love my foolish ways. Who will save me on the day? No one try to save me. 6 more miles and I'm out of state. 5 always good to make my case. 4 in case the reasons it went wrong.
Y'all take this one.
I got
3 ibuprofen headache.
just 2 more people didn't make it. One goes off my head and now it's gone. Now it's gone. Now it's gone. Now it's gone. One good reason for leaving. I'm not blind and you can't see. Just so good at believing. But damn my sensitivity, I can't help it. My heart bleeds. I'll be damned if I can help it. 6 more miles and I'm out of state.
5,
Always good to make my case.
4,
In case the reasons it went wrong. I got 3
ibuprofen headache.
but just 2 more people didn't make it. One good off my head, one good off
guys. All right.
Not the hat. Every time. Every time I take my guitar.
You gotta do like the Texas cowboy thing, and you take it off and you just hand it to somebody. Anybody within arm's distance when handed a cowboy hat.
Next time I go.
Yeah. Especially in Texas, it doesn't matter who it is. They'll stop. They'll just stop and hold it for you. Yeah.
All right, next time.
Bye, guys. Hi.
Hi.
I heard all of you and myself say hi. That was weird. For those of you, how many of you, this is your brand new to convention life? First convention. Have you had a chance to lean over to the person next to you and say, who's the curly-haired guy with the beard? Why is he on my stage?
Beatbox Dad!
If you have, I'm not, hey, I did it. If you have not had a chance to do that, my name is Jason Mans. I had some music on the show. Maybe it was only 5 seconds. Maybe it was 10 years ago. It doesn't matter. Because I'm here. And I'm lucky enough to get invited back on occasion. And I always say yes, because it's always the best crowd I get to play for. So anyway, thanks for having me. Yeah, this is my concert. It's also my Q&A. So I call it my concert. If you'd like to ask any questions, there's microphones somewhere. It's very dark in here, so I don't know where they are. But feel free to ask a question or have a song request. I bat about 50% on the song requests. And yeah, that's it. Is there a... Hi. No, I mean, yes, they're already in. They're already, yeah. They're founding members, basically. So Dogwood, I've been a singer-songwriter, performer for like forever, and I just did everything independent. So I booked all my own stuff, and I booked all my own tours, and then when I started playing with a lot of these folks, I would just book the tour because that's already what I was doing. So the Dogwood thing isn't really anything different necessarily. It's just a name for the thing that I already was doing. So yes, I've already booked Loudon. We did a East Coast tour before, and we've done a bunch of shows together. Some of those I booked, some of those Norton booked, and I love those guys. So yeah, of course, they're always invited to anything Dogwood does. Thank you for the question. Are there? They're so dark.
Hi,
Hi.
I'm Aiden.
Aiden, what's up?
First I want to say thank you for the album last year.
Oh man, you're so welcome.
And my question is, how did you start your career?
Oh, that's a good question. All right, everybody settle in. The year was 1989. No, I'm just kidding. Aiden, thank you for the question. Very good question. When I graduated college, I moved out to LA, and I kind of had all of the above strategy. I loved singing and acting and writing and whatever. So I kind of just did them all. And music got busy pretty quickly for me. So I kind of focused on that, and I was lucky enough to get some placements on television shows, Supernatural being obviously the most fortuitous of those placements. But I had a bunch of stuff on pretty much all the networks at one point or another. And so, to the life of an indie musician is just go where the people are and play music for them if they'll have you. So that's my career. Thank you.
Thank you.
Very welcome. Hi.
So speaking of tours, and you are going on tour with Billy and Brianna and Paul.
When is that?
I don't know.
Okay.
Some fun thing that I love to be able to attend, but I was just wondering if you maybe potentially were able to share anything with us, anecdotes or things we can look forward to seeing or hearing.
You, just to clarify, you want anecdotes from a tour that hasn't happened yet.
You guys are planning it. I apologize. You guys are planning it.
That was on me. I apologize. I assume if you're asking a question, we're friends, and I like to make fun of my friends. It's a sign of love. Yes, so the tour, I did a tour with Paul Corella in England earlier this year, and it was we just had a blast. It was so fun. We just threw the guitars in his truck and drove around England and Scotland playing shows, and it was really laid back and fun. So this will be that, basically, except we're adding in Billy and Brianna. And the truck will be mine, not Paul's. And we're picking up Hayden in North Carolina. We're bringing it down to Atlanta. So yeah, it's going to be really fun. I'm excited. We don't know what it's going to look like yet, you know. I mean, each of us obviously have our own set, but maybe we'll be on stage and doing stuff together for some of it too. We will figure that out no less than 30 minutes before the first show. Thank you for your question. Are you coming? Are you going to be there?
I wish.
Oh, me too. Okay. We're in at some point. Hi.
Hi. I was wondering how Rich's album is coming along.
Oh, that guy. No, it's going really well. Actually, just last week I was in LA working on that and a couple other projects. And I feel like it's coming along very nicely. We had a really good few days putting what I like to call bells and whistles on. So, yeah. And when you're talking about country music and you say bells and whistles, you might actually mean bells and whistles. So, no, we had a banjo player, a dobro player, a lap steel player, mandolin player. And they were all the same player. So it was really fun. We'd listen to the song and be like, because what we were thinking for this was, this comes in here and then it kind of layers up and there's this and that and the other guy, and then Ben would just kind of go, all right, I'll go to the car. And go get all of the things and bring them in and play them all spectacularly. So yeah, it went really well. And we're closing in, I think. We're closing in. We got one more session, I think, do some vocals, but we're close.
Awesome. I also have a request.
Okay.
Kiss and All About That Bass mashup.
Oh, really? I'll see what I can do. Put my thing in my pocket. Literally 3 seconds before I needed it.
Don't have to be beautiful to turn me on. I just need your body, baby, from dusk till dawn. Don't need experience to turn it out. You just leave it all up to me. I can show you what it's all about. You don't have to be rich to be my girl. You don't have to be cool to rule my own world. Ain't no particular sign more compatible with. I just want your extra time and your. You know I'm all about that bass, about that bass, about that bass. no trouble. All about that bass, no trouble. All about that bass, no trouble. I am all about that bass, baby. Yeah, it's pretty clear, you ain't no size two. You can shake it if you want to. You got that boom boom that all them boys chase. All right, junkie, all right places. See the magazines, working at Photoshop. You know that it ain't real. Come on now, make it stop. You got that beauty, just raise it up, cause every inch of you is perfect. From the bottom to the top. Your mama, she told you, don't worry about your side. Some boys like me like more booty to hold in mind. Don't want no stick figure, silicone Barbie doll. But that's what you gotta promise someone will be right along. But I'm all about that bass, no trouble. All about that bass, no trouble. I'm all about that bass, no trouble. I am all about that bass, bass. Don't have to be beautiful to turn me on. You just need to remember the words.
Hi.
My question is, what
Side note, before your question, if I may, I don't mean to interrupt you. I hope that's not going to mess up your momentum. I just wanted to explain something before, in case you had a request. I feel like if I only play half of the song, then there's more time for more requests. That's why I did that.
My question was, what is your inspiration for songwriting, and what's your favorite thing about songwriting?
My favorite, I'll start with the second question. My favorite thing about songwriting is finishing the song. And inspiration, you know, my first album, listen, echoes mess with you because you hear your voice and then instantly it makes you like second guess everything you're saying. It's messing with me. So with my first album, I wrote songs because I felt like I wanted to write songs, and I didn't really have any knowledge of how to do it. I just started doing it. And because of that, I kind of waited for lightning to strike, which is good and bad. You only write when you're really inspired, so stuff means a lot to you, but the productivity is really low because lightning doesn't strike very often. So my first album was very personal. It was all kind of first-person stuff, almost all. And then my second album, I was like, no, I'm just gonna write. I'm gonna wake up in the morning, I'm gonna write every day. I'm gonna, make an exercise out of it. I'm gonna get inspired by something and write about it. And it was very productive, but when I listen to it, I don't connect to it as much as I do my first album. So I think there's a happy medium somewhere in the middle. Start with things that inspire you, but write consistently. So I've started to keep notes, and when something pops in my head, I write it down, and then when I have my writing time, then I have a list of inspirations and I try to relight the fire. So that's my process. Thank you. I feel like if you ask that question, you probably also write. All right, keep writing.
Hi. So I'm all the way from Michigan,
Hi.
My dad is a big part of my life, and so is the show. I would like to request a Johnny Cash song.
Ooh, such a good question. I will sing that for you sometime. That time is not this time. I just forgot the words to a song I've sang 7,000 times. So I think I'll save the Johnny Cash butchering for another time. But I love that song.
All right, thank you.
Thank you for the request. I feel bad that you had to wait in line for a no.
Thank you.
All right. Now I'm mean. Huh?
Hi, Jason.
You there? Hi.
So, if you had a theme song, and this song played every time you walked into a room or left this room, what would that theme song be?
What a man. Yes.
Soul.
Sure.
Take a good look, lift your head up, baby. Bang the drum so everyone can hear. Come on and ride with me, and watch it change from blue to green. Do you see yourself back in the mirror? Baby, got soul. You don't have to let this world take control. Lay your head down, baby, I know. You don't have to go through life on your own. You know, I know you got it soul. I know this world surely made you weary. You don't leave until the party ends. Well, come on and be with me. Leave the scene, I wanna see if you and me. Find out just what's back behind the bed. Baby, got soul. You don't have to let this world take control. Lay your head down. Baby, I know you don't have to go through life all on your own. You know, I know you got a soul. The worry of this weary world has fallen on your head. I know you need to go, but why live here instead? The worry of this weary world has fallen on your head. I know you need to go, but why live here instead? Baby, got soul. You don't have to let this world take control. Lay your head down. Baby, I know you don't have to go through life all on your own. You know, I know you got it soul. Baby, got soul. You don't have to let this world take control. Lay your head down. Baby, I know you don't have to go through life all on your own. You know, I know you got it soul.
So, thank you so much for the request. Before I forget, I have stuff for sale. I always forget to say it. This is why it's so awkward. I don't like to say it, but it's true. Got them. I got my stuff, got station break stuff. I got stuff from the folks that I have produced, like Brianna and Gil. We have a new addition to the table, Taryn Michaela, a young artist that I produced for the first time. She's never been recorded before, so that was really fun. And yeah, lots more to come. Hi.
Hi.
So some of my best memories are my mom singing, sitting on the dock of the bay as a lullaby to me. And I was hoping you could help me make another good memory by singing it now.
Oh my goodness, that's beautiful. I'll try.
That's all I ask.
Okay. Here's my question. If I mess up, would you have preferred I never started?
My mom messed up a lot too.
Sitting in the morning sun, I'm a city when the evening comes, watching the ships roll in, then I watch them roll away again. So I'm just gonna sit on the dock of the bay, watching the tide roll away. Ooh, I'm just gonna sit on the dock of the bay, wasting time. Left my home in Georgia, headed down to Frisco Bay. Yeah, I had nothing to live for. Look like nothing's gonna come my way. So I'm just gonna sit on the dock of the bay, watching the tide roll away. Ooh, I'm just gonna sit on the dock of the bay, wasting time. Look like nothing's gonna change. Every day still remains the same. I can't do what 10 people tell me to do, so I guess I'll remain the same, yeah. Sitting here resting my bones, loneliness won't leave me alone. Yeah, 2,000 miles I've rode just to make this dock my home. So I'm just gonna sit on the dock of the bay, watching the tide roll away. Ooh, I'm just gonna sit on the dock of the bay, wasting time.
Hi.
What is the first concert you ever went to?
Alan Jackson in Washington. And I like to think that I learned a whole lot from that man, because I grew up listening to a ton of like soul and Motown, and so I loved James Brown, and I loved obviously Prince and Michael Jackson, all those artists who moved like I could never move. And I saw Alan. And that man didn't move a muscle. If there weren't noises coming out, you'd think he was dead. He will play forever, because listen, you could weekend at Bernie's that dude, and the crowds will still come. He just had a cowboy hat pulled down, and the shadow like covered his face and the microphone, and it was just like a thing. And just the whole time, I think one time he was like, "Y'all having a good time?" and everybody went crazy. And that was it. And I loved it. Thank you for the question. Hi.
Hello, how are you?
Really good, how you doing?
I'm good, that wasn't my question though.
Next! So I get one, man.
This isn't related to music, but it can be if you want.
Okay.
I have a would you rather. Would you rather have like a best of Supernatural series, but you write yourself in as any character you want? Or would you rather insert yourself into the show, and what kind of character would you be if you did that?
So the question is, would I rather be in like season 15 of the show, and who would I be?
Yes.
Or would I rather have, what do you mean by the best of?
So like 10 of the best episodes, and you get to either be Dean or Sam or Cass or whoever.
Oh, got it. I would definitely rather be in season 15 as like, you know, gas station attendant. Because let's be honest. If you replaced Sam or Dean or Castiel with dude that sang 10 seconds of a song, I don't feel like that's a step in the right direction. I don't feel like that's a spin-off idea. No, but it would be fun. I go up there to visit quite a bit, and it's always such a fun set to be around. I don't know if the pressure of having to like work would change my feeling on that set. It's always very warm and inviting. But like if somebody said action, and suddenly the weight of all of these conventions dawned on me, and I was like, I'm gonna mess it up. Everybody's gonna hate me. I don't want to do it. I want to go home. So yeah. So we'll just say, like, walk through the background and like wave. And then have everybody go, stop, back to one. Jason, don't look at the camera. I apologize. Thanks for the question.
That was awesome, thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, sir. Hello, sir.
Should we do a, which one are we doing?
The hats though and everything. What happened when we were in...
Let me tell you something. You, my friend, you know how to make an entrance.
Is that what we calling it? A stumble? What do you do in Rome? Something. What happened? Was it Rome? Something happened? You dropped? Oh no, we're in. You unplugged something? You dropped a class? Something? Remember? Things kept knocking over. You know what I'm talking about?
This year?
Yeah. In Rome. Yeah. When you and me and Billy did our show, just the three of us, at the beginning of the show, and you knocked my hat off or something.
Oh, no. Well, yeah, can I tell the real? Because I didn't tell the real then, because I didn't want it to seem like I was making fun of you, which I'm not. I promise. Your strap is shorter than my strap. So I was actually trying to figure out how to lengthen it while answering the first like 5 questions tonight, and I couldn't figure it out. I didn't want to make it pop, so I just played with the short strap. So in Rome, you played and then you handed it to me, and I went to put it on thinking it was the same length that I always have, and I hit myself in the head with the guitar so hard, and my glasses were like askew. It was just a moment, and then and then when you walked out, I was trying to help you put the guitar on, and I hit you in the face with it.
I didn't even know until this moment that was a height thing.
Only because of when I hit you, it was payback. Me hitting myself, it was not intentional at all.
No offense to that. I'm cool. I'm cool with my height. That's funny. The funny thing about my height too is that my son Calvin is 15 and he just outgrew me. He's like half-inch taller than me, and everyone I'm telling that to is like, yeah, cool. Anyway, no one's surprised. Like nobody's surprised that my son outgrew me. He's taller than me now. I'm like, well, yeah. This is called Slide and Stick. You walking like a dream, someone new out of my league. Although I play slide again and I just feel it inside. No, not tonight, yeah. It's too close and routine. up inside the way of your pride. Won't you come outside, yeah. Oh, I'm asking you, dear, is there someone else who knows you are here?
I guess I'll
pay the price for you hanging out the back. This awkward vibe, yeah. Hold on for you, just a little glue. Simple but it's true. 'Cause I just sing with you. Just as I pass by to catch a ride. Pull me in to get me down. All I want from you, just a little glue. Simple but it's true. 'Cause I just sing to you, na na.
Dude, that was a Derek Smalls moment. Okay?
Yeah, that was
You literally
the last note.
Came out and like you tangled the wire, lost the. Like, flop.
I love that when everyone looked back at Dorton, he was like, "What? Been here the whole time."
I was looking back, as all I heard was drums. That's all I got.
There's a reason for that.
Classic Borja right there.
That was good stuff. Ladies and gentlemen, ready to
It's the second time in the history of creation I've been on a banner.
Oh, number 2 on the banner. On the banner. He's finally on the banner. He's a banner. He's finally on the banner. More value. Oh, I'm going up there. On the banner. Coming out. Number 2. Sign that you. Why not sign the podium? The green motherfucker. Sign it. Sign the wall. Sign the staff. Hell, sign the ball. Get the banjo. On the banners. Well done, everybody. You know what's happening now,
Oh man, do I?
You know, how do you need to be here? Your time to shine. Ladies and gentlemen, Rob Benedict telling you what's up next. Follow.
Here we go. Next up, we're gonna do a thing we're all gathered here to do. It's super fun, and we've got a song for it. Nope, we don't have a song for it.
We could.
Is it the yes? No.
No.
It's a game.
No.
It's a it's an auction.
Nope.
Just a break.
Just a break.
Jeez. Guys, this is a time we call break time.
You don't need to be in here for it, and but it's still super fun. So stay hydrated. And this is our break song. It's called Break Time.
All right. Thanks, Rick. Thank you, Ron.